92% of people never achieve their goals, not because they are lazy, but because they do not know how to win. Most men want to be respected, but very few become high value. But what if I told you that one young man, exiled, renamed, and forgotten, rose to lead a nation? What was his secret? In this video, I'll show you how a young Hebrew man, exiled, renamed, and forgotten, rose to become a high-value leader in a foreign empire, and the 3 timeless principles you can apply to rise in today's world too. Hey guys, my name is Philip Edem, and you're welcome to my channel. I help purpose-driven young men to make real impact through productivity tips, practical systems, and high-performance tools. If you're a young man, millennial, or a Gen Z, and you want to rise above the noise and live with clarity, consistency, and purpose, this is your space and this is your tribe. Alright, let's go back to ancient Babylon. A young Hebrew man, exiled from Jerusalem, stripped of his identity, his name, and freedom, is thrown into the most powerful empire of his time. They tried to reshape him, they changed his language, they gave him a new name, they surrounded him with luxury, pressure, and distraction. But instead of blending in, Daniel stood out. And not just spiritually, he rose to influence, leadership, and legacy in a system designed to break him. How does a young man become a high-value asset in a world built to distract him? Point number 1. Purpose over pressure. Daniel purposed in his heart not to defile himself with the royal food and wine. That's clarity. That's conviction. That's a man who chose purpose over pressure. In Babylon, everyone was eating, everyone was compromising, everyone was blending in. But Daniel drew the line. He had non-negotiables and he was unshakable. In a world that is constantly pressuring you to bend, blend, and break, purpose is your anchor. Most young men aren't weak, they are just unclear. Know your non-negotiables, define your values and beliefs. Let purpose guide your decisions. Think of a compass. When you know your true north, no amount of peer pressure, trends, or temptation can pull you off course. Purpose kills confusion. All men are the same, but what sets you apart is your mindset. What's one non-negotiable you set for yourself today? Let me know in the comment section. If this is hitting home, tap the like button. It helps get this message to more men like you. Number 2, build systems of consistency. Daniel didn't just survive Babylon. He outperformed every man in the system. Why? Because he didn't rely on hype or hustle. He had habits. He prayed 3 times a day, as was his custom. This wasn't random. It was structured, it was consistent, it was systemized. Listen, motivation will fail you, inspiration will disappear, but consistency will carry you on. And you've got to be consistent as a young man. Build systems that protect your standards. Don't just rely on feelings. Discipline is louder than motivation. Imagine success as a train, not as a sports car. It takes time to build momentum, but once it's moving, it's almost unstoppable. Learn to build morning and night routines, steady or deep work blocks, scheduled prayer, journaling, or gym time. Distraction detoxes. Be consistent with your project, your values, your standards, your beliefs, and your convictions. Success doesn't belong to the motivated. It belongs to the consistent. Consistency is a cheat code. Point number 3, excellence over frenzy. Clarity is powerful. Consistency is rare. But excellence, that's what separates the boys from the men. Most people today are caught in frenzy, trying to do everything fast, viral, and loud. But Daniel didn't just make noise. He built mastery. The Bible says in Daniel 1:20, he was found 10 times better than all the magicians and enchanters in the kingdom. And in Daniel 6:3, Daniel distinguished himself because an excellent spirit was in him. Daniel mastered languages, leadership, problem-solving skills, communication skills, and all competencies necessary to shine in the system. Not because he had more opportunities, but because he chose to be excellent. In a world obsessed with going viral, you must go valuable. Don't just stand out, stand tall with skill. Excellence builds trust, respect, and opportunity. Speed fades, value lasts. Consider the difference between a fast food and a well-prepared dish. One fills you up temporarily, the other makes an impression. Be the chef and not the microwave. Ask yourself, where do I need to raise my standards? How can I be consistent? What skill do I need to sharpen to serve at a higher level? And commit to master your skill this year. Your skills will make kings listen to you. If this resonated with you, drop a comment in the comment section and tell me which of these 3 traits you're working on right now. Let's build a generation of Daniels. Thank you for watching.